the virtues and sins. Lenten season is meant for us to perhaps to build up our virtues in some way. At the same time, discard our sins and sinful tendencies. And so perhaps I also took a clue from that to say that could I start with what's called the capital sins. Capital sins. There are 7 capital sins, and as opposite also we have the 7 virtues, which I'll take some other time. But I won't take all the virtues and sins today. I will take just one capital sin, that's called pride. Pride. You know what is pride. You know what is to be proud. First of all, these capital sins are called capital because not only you write them in capital letters as it were, they are the ones perhaps that they are driving your life to destruction. And that's why they are called capital. They are called deadly sins. You know, death, deadly. They lead you to death. And these sins are so degrading that they pull out the humanity and the divinity of you. These sins perhaps are not mentioned, enumerated one after the other in what we call in our Bible, in our scriptures. But through the tradition of the church, we are told Saint Gregory was the first one who sort of mentioned about them, and Saint Thomas Aquinas in the 13th century, he's the one who developed a little of theology or understanding of these sins. First of all, pride is the first one. Envy, gluttony, lust, greed, anger, and sloth or laziness. These are the 7 sins. I speak a little today about pride. Pride, there's a popular saying, pride will make you fall in the center of the hall. Meaning to say that you can't be proud all the time. There will be a time perhaps this same pride or this capital sin will bring you to the floor as it were. First of all, there are certain things perhaps in English, the word pride means something good also and surely something bad. I am proud of my country. I am proud of my mother, my family. I am proud of my school where I studied. These are things which you are, that's one. So the meaning is in these things that these things which mean to you, surely you have to be proud. We use the same word of pride for good and for bad. But what we speak as the capital sin, pride that will destroy us. We have that beautiful parable in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 18, the Pharisee and the publican. The Pharisee was really a learned man who has done so much for the religion and for generosity among the poor, etc. He comes and boasts in front of the altar, in the temple, in the synagogue, to say that I have done this, I have done that. He is really proud. And as opposite to him is the publican. The publican is the one who were looting the people to the taxes, and so he doesn't even consider himself worthy to move into the synagogue. He stands outside and said, Lord, have mercy on me, for I am a sinner. And we can clearly make out who is the proud man and who is the humble man. Pride surely brings us down. Pride brought down, first of all, the angels to the status of devils. The main archangel became the Lucifer. Pride brought down Adam and Eve from their status of being chosen ones. Pride brought out in the whole history we have seen, there are so many instances that pride was something not only destroyed us, but it cut off our relationship with God. So ultimately, what is pride? Pride is an exclusive belief in one's own abilities. I can do everything. There's nothing that I say that I boast of my great qualities, of my strength, of my this one. And so pride is an excessive belief in one's abilities that interferes in the individual's recognition of God. That God is important, The proud man doesn't take it. That others are important, he doesn't care for it. He would like to say everything sort of centers on him. We call it the I sickness. I means not the I, but the capital I. Ego. In our Sanskrit, we call it aham. Aham, everything for myself. Everything is on my own. St. Augustine would say, it was pride that chained the angels into devils. And that is what happens to us also. Many of us, when we become pride, we become devilish. In some cases it's been said that pride is the root cause of also, or rather accompanied also by the other sins. And that way it's the most harmful sin. And pride is also that which destroys us. So perhaps in this week I speak of this sin that is destroying us, capital sin, pride. The next time I shall take envy. And as you know, as against pride, we have humility, which is a beautiful quality. Perhaps I will get time to speak in my future references on the screen here.